There is a recipe I've been wanting to try in my freeze dryer for the longest time, and what better day than today to finally do that. Mexican street corn is so good, and I had the idea that if we could turn Mexican street corn into a snackable like corn nut, that could be amazing. Did you grow up eating corn nuts? I loved those as a kid. I mean, they feel like they're gonna break your teeth, but they're so good. And I'm like, why can't we do that with our freeze dryer? We're gonna give it a try. I'm starting with a big bag of frozen corn from Costco. You could use any type of corn you want, but the key to getting this to taste properly once it's freeze dried is cooking it first. At least that's what I've heard, so that's what we're gonna try. I have adapted the normal street corn recipe to be more freeze drying friendly by eliminating some of the like heavy fats that are in it. Like normally it's made with mayo and butter. I'm gonna use a little bit of butter just from cooking the corn, but I'm not gonna add it afterwards. And I'm gonna use sour cream instead of the mayo. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm just gonna add in as much corn as I can fit in my pan and get a nice saute on it. And we're gonna add in all of our toppings after the corn is cooked. I will throw some salt on it while it's cooking and maybe some garlic powder. And I'm gonna pour in some water as well just to get it kind of steamy and hopefully cooking together. I don't want this to be like a soggy corn. I just want it to be sauteed. I did add salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I drained off a little bit of the water and now I've just let it all cook off and evaporate, and we're just about there. I'm gonna let it saute for a few more minutes, pull it off the heat, and then I'll show you what we're gonna top it with to make it nice and flavorful. This already smells so good, and I haven't even done anything special to it yet. I'm gonna transfer this to a glass dish. I'm hoping it'll fit. We fit in here, no problem. I'm just gonna let it cool off for a few minutes before I add anything, just because it's really scalding hot right now. Also, I have a surprise for you at the end of today's video. I am ready to show you the grand reveal of my RV makeover. It took so much time and so much work. I'm like 95% there. So I think we're just gonna show you because we're probably gonna start using it soon now that it's like usable and done and so beautiful. So make sure you stick around at the end of today's video and we'll show you the RV. Now this you can kind of fit to whatever your preferences are for like taste and whatnot. I'm first gonna add about a half cup of sour cream. You know what, I'm just gonna add whatever I have left in this package, which I'm guessing is about a half cup. This is gonna be like the creaminess factor. Next, I am gonna add like 3 tablespoons of lime juice. If you have fresh lime, that's better, but this is what I'm working with. So I don't know, I'm just gonna do a few squirts, I guess. Chili powder. And then the best part is the Cotija cheese. It's like a Mexican cheese that they put on like the street corn and stuff, and it is oh so good. But if you can't find this or don't have it, you can use Parmesan cheese. If you like cilantro, you could add that to this. That would be really good. I'm just gonna get this all stirred together, give it a taste and see how our flavors are. I feel like I might want more chili powder or maybe more lime juice. I don't know. I'm gonna get this together and then see how it's tasting and we'll report back. Here's how it looks all mixed together. Let's give it a little taste. This is so good. I honestly don't think it needs anything else. It's like cheesy, delicious. Oh, you know what I was gonna add was maybe some hot sauce. I think I'm gonna do that. And maybe a little more chili powder. I'm gonna go in with a dash more chili powder and then maybe just like a tablespoon of Cholula. Final taste test. That made a world of difference. That really stepped up the flavor. This is so good. I really hope it's good freeze dried and that it's like crunchy and delicious. I've worried that when I freeze dried certain things that the texture just ends up more like powdery and not crunchy. And I don't like that. Like I freeze dried hummus, chickpeas. Chickpeas are what they are called. And like when you bit into them, they just like turned into a powder in your mouth and it was not pleasant. So I'm hoping that with this, that like you bite into it and it's crunchy. we will see. I'm gonna go grab my freeze dryer trays and get this loaded up. I also need to set up my freeze dryer, which I'm gonna do on my phone because I have the Wi-Fi device, which I'm obsessed with. The settings I'm gonna use are just gonna be the customary settings. I'm just gonna go into custom, initial freeze temperature -15. That's fine. Added hour freeze time. I'm not gonna do the extra hour of freeze time. Drying temp 120. I'm gonna hit, actually I'm just gonna go to start. Normally I hit save, but that's not really needed. Vanilla ice is starting up. Now we just gotta wait our 15 minutes. I'm gonna attempt to just spread this out on my trays as evenly as I can. Doesn't this look so good? And I mean, if it doesn't turn out good in the freeze dryer, I at least know I've got a good recipe of a delicious side dish. So it won't be a total fail if it doesn't work, but let's hope it does. I'm gonna close my drain valve and get the corn loaded up. Corn is in. I don't think this is going to be too long of a run just because of how little of food is there and it's not too liquidy, but we shall see. I'll let you know exactly how long it takes tomorrow when we check in, and I'm going to go finish making dinner for my family. So catch y'all tomorrow. Bye. Welcome back to the next day. My freeze dryer did go through its full extra dry cycle. It ran for a total of 22 hours. Let's get this corn out and see how we did. Well, let's get close and see how it looks. It feels like totally nice and dry. I can't wait to try this to see how the actual texture is when you eat it. But so far, by the looks of it, it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, are we ready? I'm dropping it. I need a little more to get the full effect. Okay, I have thoughts. It's not the crunch that I was hoping for. I was picturing more of a crunchy corn nut style. It is not that. However, it is very tasty. The flavor is like pungent there. Awesome, delicious. I would say the texture is more like a soft chip. Like it reminds me of like a chip, like eating a chip with a dip, but obviously not like cold. I don't know, that's kind of the vibes I get as I eat it. So just like as you chew it, the flavor of like a chip and dip is kind of what I'm getting. It is not like soft and chalky, that texture that I don't like. It's not that. So this is very like pleasant and delicious. It's just not that crispy crunch that I was going for. It's still crunchy, but not super crunchy, if that makes any sense. I really like it. So I'll have to ask you guys if you have done this before and if you like it, if you think you're gonna try it, let me know. I think it could have been better if it was like more hard and crunchy, but it's not. It's just a different texture than I was expecting, I guess. It's still good. I'm gonna package these up in a mason jar. I'm hoping they'll all fit in one jar. Probably, ooh, they might fit in my big jars. So I don't think it's gonna fit in this jar, but I think it will fit in this one. So we're just gonna go for the big one. And there you have it. I've got this nice, awesome jar of corn. I need to figure out what to serve this with. I mean, we'll probably just eat it as a snack, but I also think it could be good like as a topping of some sorts. I'm picturing like maybe some type of potato salad. This could be good mixed in as like a crunch factor, or maybe like a chili, something like that. I don't know. I think we got to find some more uses for it than just a snack, but this was a fun one to do today. I'm really glad we tried it. What do you think? If you want to make your own homemade corn nuts or just freeze dry, whatever you want, in my video description is a link to Harvest Right where you can shop for freeze dryers. Mine is a size medium and it's Perfect for my needs. The new size mediums have 5 trays. Mine only has 4. So you get more bang for your buck that way. If you got any questions, let me know, drop them in the comments. Now it's time to go head outside and check out the progress on the RV. I think you're really gonna be shocked at how different it looks. First, let's do a little check of the green stalk. It is coming along. The broccoli is looking fabulous. And look how many blooms my apple tree has. It is like just so beautiful and making me so incredibly happy. It has been so windy here lately and it's driving me nuts. And I've been so worried about my apple tree and the blooms flying off, but they have held strong. So hopefully they're gonna be okay. Here we go. Are we ready for the big reveal? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. There's a lot of things in here that still is like trash and needs to be put away. However, I can still show you. Starting over here, this is our dinette. I painted it green. I think it turned out really cute. My upper cabinets, if you remember, these were all dark blue. I painted them a creamy white color. Over here too. And then coming this way, I did this peel and stick wallpaper as like a backsplash. I did the lower cabinets green, the higher cabinets cream. And it just looks so pretty. I painted the walls. It was a labor of love, but we did it. We're there. We also got new blinds that can just push up like that. There's Mr. Skittles. We had some dirt delivered to take to our backyard to help level it out. So he's having fun doing that. But these nice blinds we got from Lowe's. They're amazing. Up here, we had nasty old ratty curtains, so I made my own, hung them up there. There's a set on this side over here. And then I've got 2 more panels that will go on that window. We just need to get the railing hung back up. So we're just waiting on that. There was like some gas lines that had to be rerouted because our couch was not anchored down to the floor. So we got that fixed. We got that. My husband and my neighbor fixed that and fixed the gas line and all of that. So this is now secure and safe. We have our new blind up on this window. Here is the fridge area. And then coming back here is this area. I painted these cabinets the same color. We got the new window shades on these windows as well. I still need to come in and scrape the paint off of this. A lot of this was already there. I just need to scrape it off. Some of the paint is my mess. Oh, hi, by the way. This is the mattress that came with the motorhome. We need to change it because it's a little icky. But overall, what do you think? So much better, right? It like makes me happy to be in here again. So I'm really thrilled about that. One thing I didn't do was fix this countertop. I have no idea what the person who did this did. I don't know if they were trying to make this look like a counter or what, because it's pretty ugly. I did not do that. I ran out of steam, so I'm just gonna let that be like that for now. Maybe in the future I'll fix it. I don't know. Thank you all so much for being here. You are the best. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You see all my freeze drying fun and some bonus camping and Alaskan footage. It's finally summertime. We need to take this thing out on its maiden voyage now that it's been redone. And we'll be sure to bring you along for the fun. So I will catch you on the next freeze drying adventure. Remember, when you freeze dry today, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.